Good afternoon. Today is the 4th of August and here we are at the MG Post Abingdon Weekender 2024 event, incorporating MG 100 and Rover 120 because those are the years that particular marks are celebrating. This is Toddington railway station in the Cotswolds in Gloucestershire. I do apologise in advance if there is wind noise, if I fall over, if I get things wrong. I'm afraid it's just the way that it goes on this channel. And also there's a certain type of engine we don't talk about, you all know the drill by now. So we'll start off with this 2004 to 5 MG ZT 260 with the 4.6 V8 engine. Yes, very nice. There's actually quite a few of these are here today. Both for 75 and the ZT were re-engineered to have rear wheel drive and a V8 engine, which was bonkers when you think about it, but yeah, some people like that kind of thing, don't they? Make a good noise. This one here, 2004, with the KV6 engine. This is probably, I imagine, ZT TT190. If it's got a manual, it probably, almost certainly will be. Yeah, it's a 190. Then we're going to skip a couple of these because of what I've just said. Thank you, Mayor of London, and all your ultra emission and clean air zones of your friends around the country. Go on to this very nice Tomcat. It's got a beige leather interior, viewers. I think it is. Very nice. It's one of the ones with the earlier dash, so it's before 1996. Oh, it's a 220 turbo. Excellent views. It's a complete rear wiper. We've got an unusual colour MGF here. This it's not one I think I've seen too many of. It's one of the earlier ones. This is a Mark 1. Be about 97, 98 on an R. Then next we've got very unusual sort of coloured MG ZT here. I can't remember what this is called. Maybe the information sheet will actually tell me. Aubergine, there we go, to ZT180 SE, so an automatic one. Just give me a year on here. Yeah, it's 2005. And registered originally to MG Rover themselves. Yeah, all the Birmingham plates off and on these. 1993, I think this is. Rover 214 SLI. Yeah, it can only be a 93 because actually, I think October 93, they would have had a little grille fitted to them. This doesn't have that, so it's a very specifically dated car in that sort of between like August and October 1993 with the 1.4K series engine. It looks in very nice condition, that one. This MG3, a lot of you have seen before. This is a new hybrid version. We filmed that on the channel back in June. Seen that one before. It's actually another identical one here as well. For MG6s, I believe all of these have the 1.8 turbo Cavacci engine in them and the 5-speed manual gearbox. This one we saw yesterday. Where you sort of tell is it says turbo there. That's a TSE, I think. TSEs have the reversing camera. I think that's obviously be the middle range one. What's the name of it? I forget now. I think it's the SE. Specification very similar, but didn't have the reversing camera of the SE. And then something that's like a replica of the MGKX Momentum racing cars that were around in the sort of early to mid 2010s. Again, I think this is a 1.8 turbo. Probably a TSE with that interior. It's not the actual one that raced, but it's similar in a way. Excellent. I've just got this MGF there. Very proud of it. This one, Tahiti Blue 2001. It's in very, very, very clean condition. This it's got ABS as well, which actually was not standard on the MGS and TS till 2004. Next, we've got one of the continuation cars. This is an LE 500 to 2008, which is the first year for the reintroduced TFs, from made until 2011. 1.8 N series engine, not the K series, although it's a similar engine, it's just a little bit different. Which lives just in here. There are some minor changes in this. The dials, for example, are different, and so I think of the controls for the heating and ventilation. The problem was with those that you could buy like a, I don't know, when it came out in 2008, sort of 3 to 4 year old TF for a lot less money. That's why I didn't sell too many. 2000, that's Cowley built 75, 2.5 V6. Might be a connoisseur actually. We'll look at the interior, that might give some clue. Yeah, might be a connoisseur or something like that. Beige leather interior with wooden piping. Most tasteful, viewers, most tasteful. And then I'm going to just wait for a second of that. We'll have a look at this Montego. I have seen this Montego stated many before. It's a very, very late one, this one. Sort of 94, 95 and M. I think the Montego finished production in 1994. But it's got a 2 Series turbo in it. Of course it has. It's a very quick Montego indeed. Another 75 here, another V6 one, in fact 2 V6 75s together. This one 2001 to 2 on a 51 registration. One of these sort of early 75 Tourers. This has got a sort of fabric interior, so it's probably a club or something like that. And then this 2003 one, that's a personal plate, it could be a personal plate I suppose. Ooh, another beige leather interior with wooden piping. Most tasteful, and folding mirrors. Is this a connoisseur SE? Yes it is. It is actually a personal plate, but it's also a 2003, so somebody's chosen one for the right year, which is good. Then a Rover 16. This will be for the 30s, won't it, this thing? Yes, no, sorry, it's a 46. I do apologise. My knowledge of immediately post-war Rovers is really bad. It's bigger than the sort of P2 and P3, isn't it? And we've got something unusual. This is a ZT400, which is like a supercharged version of the V8 260. There we go. We've got a lot more power going on here. 400 horsepower. Limited slip differential in celestial blue. It's a 2004, so it's a late pre-facelift. Next we've got a P6 3500S. It's just a manual gearbox, viewers. Most of the 3500Ss in this country did have manual gearboxes. I think it's leather interior now, I can't remember. Yes, it is a manual. Still with that lovely sort of very kind of minimalist looking steering wheel. I think that colour's Rio Brown. I think it's something like that. 1973, 1974 on an M. Very clean looking P6. 2004 to 5 MG ZT2 190, like the one I'm in today. Modified ZR with loads and loads of power. It's got the older style K series cylinder head on there with a Rover cover on it. Another ZR Poison underscore MG ZR on Instagram apparently. 2005. Why's it got Poison? Poseidon or something. No, Ignition Blue this one is. It'll be 105 of the 1.4 K series. Right, we'll have to be careful about that one there, viewers, and I know that green one we have to be careful about as well. So we'll just go down here, and we will go to this ZT here, which is owned by Sergeant Langstoff, wherever he is. 2003 ZT 160. This one is. I think the colour's called Atmosphere, but I could be wrong. He's just driven it all the way down from north of England, so it's a little bit on the filthy side. But yeah, you can see actually some of these do have the engine size on the back of them. It's not that common, but some of them do, like this one, for example, does. Strangely enough, this MG3 Hybrid Plus, which is again a 2024, is slightly different one. I think this is the SE model as opposed to the Trophy model. Interesting, but they're very similar. For more information about it, you can look at the video that I actually made on the other one last month. 2001 MG ZS 180. Not all of the ZS 180s were saloons, some of them were hatchbacks like this one. The gentleman who actually has this has owned it from brand new. Yeah, trophy blue. Can't talk about that ZR Express, I'm afraid, viewers. We can go on to this one. Now, this is a sort of interesting cross between a 45 and a ZS. It's got little chrome inserts and chrome mirror caps like the 45s would have, but I believe if you look at the interior, it is a ZS. It's a ZS 120, and yeah, it's about 2001, 2002 maybe, not sure. Another ZS 180 here. This is a facelifted one, 2004 to 5 on the personal plate, and then another ZR. Is this a 160 or is this just like a normal one? Oh, interesting. Bittersweet chromescent paint. Very nice. 2004 ZR with just 63,500 miles. Lots and lots and lots of Z cars here today. This one I think we're gonna have to not skip actually. This is alright. Does it have a little badge on the back? Somebody what? It's a 190. I should have looked at that, shouldn't I? It would have saved me time. 2001 to 2. MG ZT 190. I'm going to just be careful about that MG6 views. We're going to go on to the next row. 2003 MG ZS in trophy yellow, I think this is. Yep, that's a 180 as well, another 180. Move on to past ones we can't talk about, on to the next one. Another ZS 180. 2002 this time. Those are the 11-spoke wheels, see it. I always get confused about them. Another facelift to the ZR, 2004 to 5. You can see this has got the later style of the Synthead without any logo on it, because they couldn't be bothered just to put an MG badge or a Rover badge on. It's crazy what Project Drive did to these cars. But yeah, very nice. Veronica, X-Power Grey, ZS 180. 2004 to 5, very nice condition, very, very nice indeed. Reminds me of the one that I drove back in 2020 actually, that was very similar to this, but the owner no longer has it. And then we've got, well, all these little additions to this car since I had to go in this back in 2022. It's since been improved. It's a ZT 120 in Firefrost metallic. The ZT 120s, ZR 120, ZR 120s and the ZR 160s, you can only really tell the difference in performance when you actually accelerate very hard. Generally, if you're driving normally, like I do most of the time, then actually the ZR 120 is fine. There's not a lot of difference really. So we'll go to more ZRs. My gosh, there's so many ZRs here today. But then again, it's a show where you try to see tons of them. 2005, this one. I wonder if this is like a trophy or something, which is a special edition right at the end. Interesting. Right, 2004 ZTT. I've just checked. And yeah, another facelifted one. ZT 160. Now this one, the early ZT 160s used a 2.5 V6 with same power output as the model name in PS, about 160. The later ones is a 1.8 Turbo K series. So I'm not sure which this is. I think this is a V6 one, which would mean it's from 2002 or earlier. The later ones from about 2002 onwards are the K series Turbo. ZR with towing mirrors on it. It's interesting. I thought ZR is like the ideal tow car, but I might be wrong about that, of course, like about so many things in life. And we'll go on to another ZT. This is a ZT260 V8 2004. It looks mean like that. It's actually got a wooden dash in here. and it's it's a pre-facelift one. The last of the pre-facelift ones. Two more ZRs. You can see the difference here between the earlier and the later ones. This is an earlier one. I think from memory this is a 51 plate. Interesting wheels on this. Not seen those before. Got sort of red bits on the interior as well. Yeah, a little bit of red interior inserts, but even with some of the heater knobs there as well. I'm Caledonian. Yes, Caledonian's the colour of the car that I'm in today. This one's got the driver's air. It's passenger airbag in it, which is relatively rare as well, I think. Then more ZS. I think this is another ZS 180. They look really mean, these facelifted ZS 180s with all the bits on them, and the dual spoiler action going on this one as well. That one we're going to have to skip, so we're going to go on this ZT here. This is a 190, so it had the KV6 engine in it, generating 190 PS. Very common on these is, you know, lacquer peeled and bonnet and things like that, and that car there is no exception. 2004 to 5 MG ZT260. Someone's fitted this enormous rear spoiler to it. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It might have been an original accessory. I've just never seen a car with that particular spoiler on before. Versing camera, very wise idea. Another Firefrost red MGZR, again 2004 to 5. And the car that I bought, which belongs to Dan, who's got two cars here today. This 2005 MG ZTT 190 Plus in Caledonian. There's a separate video that I've made actually about this car, which will be coming at a very vlog at some point in the next couple of weeks. The reason why I've borrowed it. And then a 2005 ZR 105 is that particular car. Right, next section. Rover 25, this is in Sienna Gold. It's a nice colour actually, it's an early one, it's a 2000. I think this is a what we call a step-speed or Steptronics. It'll be a 1.6 or 1.8, that one. In very nice condition. 2004 to 5 MGTF Spark, which was a special edition towards the end of the life of the TF. Now this belongs to Constable Bailey, who actually let me drive this exactly almost 4 years ago. It is a 2003 TF135, and it is a very, very nice car to drive this. I very much enjoyed it. So yeah, we're talking about like early no-budget reviews that this car appeared in, back when I had the really poor equipment that's also quite poor now. Then in contrast, much earlier car. This is an early TF. It's a Mark 1. Is this a VVC? Is it a build sheet, or is it just a normal one? Yeah, it's actually a VVC, that one. Interesting. Then a TF 160 2005 in some interesting monogram colour there, iridescent paint. Get the name of that now. And then a continuation car, LE 500 2008 to 9 on a 58 plate. It's amazing, we've seen a couple of these already today. They didn't sell a lot of them actually, the continuation ones. 2002 TF with a beige leather interior and wood. Excellent. I mean, most of them are sort of the colour that Constable Bailey's car is over there. So that's nice to see. I've enjoyed that. That's a 160, and so is this one. We don't get a beige leather interior though on this one, so you know, obviously I prefer that one, but you know, it's not bad either, is it? I think it's about 2004, this one. It's a personal plate, TF135, excellent, that's the specification. Ooh, a red interior as well. Again, most of them did have black interiors on the TFs, like this one. Got a very, very large sort of friend in here. It looks a bit sort of overexcited perhaps. It's had a sort of rough, sort of a shock on the way down or something. It's 2003. This is 2005. Pearl Black TF135. It's been taken out of a garage in Maidstone and recommissioned. Excellent. Sort of thing we like to hear. 2006 TF. Obviously, late registration. It's not one of the. It's not one of the continuation cars. Not yet. It didn't start till 2008. 2001 to 2 MGF freestyle, the correct wheels actually. The freestyles, I've driven the freestyle actually. I drove it in like 2021, 2022, can't remember. They were like a special edition right at the end of MGF production. A couple more TFs. That's a 2004. This I think no, it's not a 115. 115s normally have unpainted mirrors. That's having painted something. Yeah, 2004. Similar, this one, to the one that I borrowed last month for the BMW Leyland show. In this colour, don't know what specification it is. This one's got a sort of interesting beige cloth interior. The one I had did not. It's just a sort of normal black interior. TF Sprint. Well, that's got an interesting interior. Well, you could have an interesting interior on your TF if you wanted it, but most people just went for the normal one. 2003 MGTF. This one's got a green and a beige leather interior. That's a 160. 1998, 1999 MGF with beige leather interior and wooden piping. Excellent. The grass is long here, isn't it? It's long grass here. Another facelifted MGF with the sort of beige or cream leather interior. Another continuation car. So 2009, this one, only 500 in the same colour as that first one we saw. Again, we've got the sort of different dials very slightly and things in here. A lot of these continuation ones were sort of put away for posterity, and so you find they've done very low mileage. 2002, 2003 TF.
So it's because the paint's dreadful on them, isn't it? It was they all went. This is going in.
1999. See if this is a Mark II, because actually the Mark II's got slightly different heating controls and things. No, it's still a Mark I actually, because the controls at the bottom of the dash are still the older ones. This has got the hardtop on it, the factory hardtop, this TF. It's 2004 to 5. Yeah, 160. Trophy 160 again, Trophy Blue. That's where the name comes from, because the Trophy Blue and Trophy Yellow were originally on the Trophy Special Edition MGFs. Gosh, this grass is pretty long, it's like walking through a jungle. 2004 TF with the very standard interior that they came with at the time. That's the standard interior. Another Trophy 160, this time with a hardtop on it. It's for sale. Please call Paul on 07768 148 As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says, this could be yours. Then we've got one here that looks like it's kind of freestyle with those freestyle wheels. But it might not be. This is an automatic one actually. They're quite rare, the automatic. I think they call them the Steptronic or Step Speed. Can't remember now for the MGFs. Right, next section. Fantastic views. Not only do we have a section of Tomcats, so we've got one from the FDH run, so and something FDH, where a lot of Tomcats were originally destined for Japan, but never made it there. When they were re-imported with their high specification, like air conditioning and things like that, they all registered on the number plates N something FDH. There's another one of them here as well. That is Tahiti Blue. I think it's like a 95, 96. Actually, they came in here. And then we've got a later one here, which has got the later dash in it, which incorporates a passenger airbag. Nightfire Red, 1990 1998. We have K series engine, either the 1.6 or 1.8 K series. By contrast, this one here is one of the earlier cars, 93, 94 on L. Also, I think Night Fire Red, but the earlier dash. I wonder if this is a turbo or it's just a normal one. You get a 1.6, a 2 litre and 2 litre turbo. That is a 220 turbo. That is very nice then. And then another one of the FDHs, and more like this specification would have found them in. I think if you actually bought it in Japan, if you'd have been able to buy one. Yep, air conditioning. Very, very rare on a Tomcat to have air conditioning. There we go, with Japanese spec number plate on it. And then we've got a later one here, 1998-1999, with the facelifted dash on an S. Another Tahiti blue one here. This is Tahiti blue, is a most common colour for them today. Again, this will be a K series engine car, be a 1.6 or a 1.8. That's what the later dash looks like. It's still got con focus. There we go. Still got the wood up there. And this one 1996, 1997 on a P. That grill's been changed obviously, and this has got facelifted Rover 45 wheels. Actually, they came in just before the facelift, these wheels. I can't recall now, but yeah, there we go. They're definitely have something from about 2003 onwards. Direct fit, of course, direct swap. 200 BRM, 1999 to 2000. This is a really nice BRM actually. It's a very, very nice condition. All original spec, Cosmos wheels and everything, and a personal plate. Something very rare here. This is a 1990 to 1991 216 GTI twin cam, which is a nice powerful version. The 3-door R8s like this are very, very rare. That is in beautiful condition. That is delightful. The car I've seen an awful lot at shows is this 2002 Rover 45 Impression 2. I think we actually was recently somewhere else as well. That's always around. And then we've got a 1997, 1998 Rover 214i, so almost at the bottom. The 75 brake horsepower K series in that. I think the 211s, which came in a little bit later, then sort of placed that at the bottom of the range. Another 25 here. I hope this is a petrol one, viewers. Yeah, it is. So this is after some of the changes have been made to the cars, but not after the facelift, which occurred, I think, April 2004. It's an automatic one as well, so it'll be a step speed. It's probably a 1.8, 1.6, I can't remember what they were now. So we're almost at the end here now, viewers. 2004 TF on 3.5, cool blue, which I presume is the blue on the interior. Trophy blue TF 2004. Again, they've both got this little bit of blue on the interior, it sort of lightens up a bit. There you go, there's the ABS, it's a 2004 car. 2002 MGTF. A good noise, those. Then a couple of MGBs. Actually, the only MGBs that are here. This one, 1975-76 on a P. I think this is probably a bumper conversion car, but I could be wrong about that. It could be a very late chrome bumper car. Somebody in the comment section below, no doubt, will tell me that. This one, 1970-1971 on a J. Oh, there we go. 71. Supplied by University Motor of London. Let's take another look at the front in a second and just kind of see if it's got the fish mouth grill on it or not. Yes, that is the fish mouth grill, which is correct for 1971. 2017 MG3 Style or Style Lux is the first facelift car. The first facelift occurred January 2016 when they fitted the Euro 6 compliant engine. But before the facelift that occurred in 2018. This has just turned up. It's a 1955 MG ZA Magnet. Interesting. Wow. Mildly modified a rear axle to make it more suitable for modern motoring. Any modification like that, for me, would definitely be worth it. Right, there's just one more car to film, I think. I can tell a lie, there are a couple more, and then we are at the end. This Tomcat's just turned up. I think that's a TT Blue. It's either probably a 216 or 220 coupe. 95, 96 was the earlier dash. And you've got a couple of other things. The DAFs we've seen, well, DAF and a Volvo. Seen in the second part, part 3, 2002 TF 160, excellent. Oh, TF 385. So that is a 260 with more power. Excellent pre-facelift one, 2003 to 2004. This almost run me over earlier on. 2024 MG ZS 1 litre exclusive automatic. Gosh, I remember when these came out, I drove one of the first ones. The facelift occurred in 2020. It was a 1.5 manual. Right, I think that is it, viewers, for part 3 and for the post-Abingdon weekender 2024, incorporating MG 100 and Rover 120. I do apologise for the wind noise, by the way. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you very shortly for some more incorrect information.